Bro Sanchez, engineering culture.
And today we have a topic that I know is dear to you guys' heart. That's why so many of you in the building, I knew it would do that. We're going to be talking about how culture is engineered. You probably never thought of it that way, huh? You probably never thought to yourself, Sanchez, everyone has a culture. What do you mean it's engineered, silly? People's culture are just people's culture. And I want to ask you a question. How are cultures formed? You may say, well, a group of people, they do a certain things a certain way for a certain amount of time and it becomes a culture. Guess what? You're right. The other question would be, if a culture is a pattern of behavior that's learned and perpetuated throughout generations, that culture changes the moment that behavior changes. How many of you ever experienced this before?
Well, Sanchez, the question I would have is, I'm reading the title of this, engineering culture, how the CIA and Nazis created hip hop as a tool of MK Ultra. I'm going to ignore that last part. But the question I would have is, how did a bunch of German Nazis from World War II create hip hop? Because last I checked, that's the last time Nazis existed.
Behavior changes. How many of you ever experienced this before, especially black people? You told you're part of black culture, but if you show up at school and you're talking the way I'm talking right now, they'll say, you white, man, you ain't black. Or if you show up with your pants on your behind and some clean cut gear on and you ain't ratchet, they'll say you ain't really one of us, because your behavior isn't patterned like ours. Now, the question you need to ask is, who patterned their behavior? If a culture is a pattern of behaviors that are perpetuated generation out the next, the question is, who gave you those behaviors in the first place that y'all perpetuating now and calling a culture?
Okay. Yeah. What you're talking about, Sanchez, is not black culture. Okay. When you have a black guy who can form grammatically correct sentences, when he knows how to dress properly, and then other black people are saying, "Why are you acting white?" That is not black culture. Okay? That is ghetto culture. Okay, that is something very different. Okay, what you are talking about is ghetto culture, and well, like you said, these are learned behaviors. Okay, well, what you're thinking is black culture, which it's not. Okay, it's actually ghetto culture. But what it is you're talking about is a learned behavior. Okay, and where's this behavior learned from? Well, it was learned from redneck culture or white trash culture. Okay, you'll notice that there are a lot of similarities between redneck culture and ghetto culture. More similarities than you might think. Um, Less resourcefulness, disorganized family life, lax sexual morals, recklessness, tendency towards aggression and violence. You know, those types of behaviors that you see in ghetto culture were learned from redneck culture. You know, so well, you know what, Sanchez, I know you're all into the conspiracy stuff. You know, well, I guess you're kind of right that the white man did this to you. Okay, it's just not the white man you're thinking of. Okay, it's the white man that white people wish they could get rid of that has done this to you. Yeah, so look up Thomas Sowell, Sowell. Check out his book, Black Rednecks. Okay, you'll learn something. Okay. Spoiler alert, Sanchez. It has nothing to do with alternate realities. It has nothing to do with different dimensions. It has nothing to do with simulations. It has nothing to do with ancients or ancient technology. It's got nothing to do with flat Earth or the North Pole. Nothing to do with vibrational frequencies. Nothing to do with chakras. But really, it's just ignorance. I mean, it's really as simple as that. Yeah. You're an idiot. God damn it. Oops, I pushed this button by mistake.
You stupid ass nigga.